This world is hard. How do you not be miserable in it? Yet, in the struggle, occasionally there's flashes of beauty, and something within you whispers that there's hope for something more. Happiness, meaning, love, none of these are found on the surface of life. You have to go deeper.
So maybe one of the ways this could work, I'll just jump in from time to time and kind of, I think, highlight what I'm hearing, because it's important. So Ruth, like, you've got to accept that this is part of our reality. It's here. And it's also important to acknowledge that it's okay that I feel like it sucks. Like, to be honest about that.
Yeah.
Not to try to have to hide that, not to have to cover that up. That's like the starting point. It's like, it's here, and this is part of the world we're living with, like it or not. Well, don't like it. No one likes it. It stinks. But it's here. And Kyle, it's so important, I think, what you say of like, it's here, so now what? And how do I live this suffering and experience it in such a way that it doesn't just shut my life down? It's not just this boulder that blocks off my road from any future life where I'm just stuck behind a boulder my whole life, obsessed with it or haunted by it. So how do we kind of acknowledge it, experience it, accept it, and then like start doing something with it, not just be snagged in it or caught in it for our whole lives, and not let it turn into this deep bitterness.
Yeah, I heard a quote one time that you can either, in reference to suffering or struggle, you can either get bitter or you can get better.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, what doesn't kill you, right? You hear that all the time. But I think the fact that you do hear that all the time, like, this is part of our humanity. It's part of the process of becoming better is struggle. And running from it doesn't make you better.
I think you have to start with naming your struggle, though.
Yeah.
Sometimes you feel, I feel mad, I feel angry, I feel sad. Okay? Why? I don't know. So to start with what is the thing, and then make sure you go all the way down that rabbit trail of, identify this person hurt me. Okay, what about what they did hurt you?
Mm-hmm.
What about what they said hurt you, and why does that hurt you? So following that rabbit trail so you know what you're addressing. Because if you just address, like, I feel overwhelmed, you're not going to get very far. So to find the root of the issue and then accept that.
Which, like, medically, if you went into a doctor and just said, I hurt, it's like, can you point to some direction generally in your body? And it's the same spiritually. If it's just this nebulous cloud of pain, then you're kind of just trapped in it. But if you can start getting particular, then you find what needs to be worked on.
Well, and finding how to do that can be really hard. I mean, I know personally I was sitting in adoration one day and I was like, I don't know what's wrong. Something's wrong. I don't feel good. I'm stressed out. I am hurt and I don't know what it is. And I had to spend a lot of time in prayer to find what's the root. God, help me find the root. And I'm okay that I'm okay that I'm not okay. Just help me find the root of it so we can start working on it. And it took time before what was truly seen, what was the issue, and then how to feel it. It didn't happen in a day. I didn't spend 20 minutes thinking about it. Like, okay, I got it. Let's work on it.
It helps you avoid it in future too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing, is once you can identify it, you can maybe even prevent it from happening again. But it's just like, if you want to be good at anything, be good at being a human being. It's so important to break those things down and identify your weaknesses and your strengths and your trips, things that make you trip.
Yeah.
I think there's some kind of fear too about it's not supposed to be this way.
Right.
And we kind of stop there sometimes, I think, as opposed to just acknowledging, no, it's not supposed to be this way.
But
maybe you did everything right.
Yeah.
Maybe you had a great plan, and it didn't work out that way. And so to pause there, and I mean, that can be a really helpful and healthy thing, to pause there and say, yeah, it's not supposed to be this way. And if you can find people who can say with you, yeah, it is not supposed to be this way, and this sucks, but you don't have to. Like, your life can suck right now, but you don't have to suck. So then let's look and see what parts of this, like, where are your anchors at? And I mean, like, specific stuff. Like, are you drinking your water? Like, I mean, are you getting sleep? Like, like anchors like that you go, yeah, well, it doesn't really matter. I don't deserve it. Like that's where I go. I don't deserve to drink water. But those things in place, without those, I mean, then you're really closed. So
it's also people. I think when I was in my youth, people are a big part of that. Who are you surrounding yourself with? What are those voices that you're hearing? And in today's day and age, that might have to do with what are you watching? All those things just affect our well-being and our mental state, and sometimes we don't know it until we do sit and break it apart and maybe even evaluate what happened today, what happened this week, because it might surprise you the things that are hurting maybe your soul and you don't even know, and it's sending you down a whirlwind of negativity and bad choices.